What's up, guys? This little video today, we're going to be working on the supra again. It's been probably about 2 weeks. I haven't done anything. I've been working, been busy, had a birthday, but now I've actually got time, and I've got some packages that have just arrived. We're going to be working on the harness, the body harness that runs around the front all the way around and back into the cab area. We're going to clean it up. There's probably 26 odd years of grime, dirt and crap, so we'll clean that up, make it a bit better looking. And but first I got to get all this out, including the supra, push it out just onto that piece of cement there, and yeah, we'll go through that. I'll show you what to do. Let's get to it. That's it, Supra is out. She's a bit dirty. Give her a clean up a little bit later. But as you can see, I am quite limited on space. But I'll make it work. Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee. They have got the best stuff ever. Today we will be working on all of this grime, and we're even gonna, well, all this plastic covering split stuff, well, we might get rid of that. Might get rid of the plastics underneath all the headlights and clean it up. Might even tuck it. We'll have a look, see what we can do. But that's a lot of wiring. I hate wiring. Jeez. So anyway, bring out my little toolbox, and yeah, we'll get to it. It's hot. 33 degrees and it's only going up. So if you hear any wind noise in the next few clips, I got the fan going. As you can see, I'll get that big sucker going. I can't help it, but it's hot. As you can see, it's so grimy. I'll be getting rid of these plastic covers. I'm going to try and tuck it a bit underneath the front, not under the headlight. Oh, that's grime. Yuck. Get rid of these plastic covers and we'll clean it up. We might even change out the power cables for the alternator to something bigger, since I do have a Macman 240 amp alternator, which requires a bit more girth on their wiring. So we'll get to that. Alright guys, a little bit of an update. So I've got pretty much just half the harness, and you can see all this has just fallen out of it. And it's just a lot of crap that I don't need. But you can tell how dirty it is. And if you're ever doing this, when you pull it off, zip ties. Zip ties are your best friend. They keep everything from just unraveling. So, zip ties, as you go along through the through all the wrapping and old PVC tape. So I'm going to leave this one because it's still clean. It's clean wrapped. I'll just go over it with fleece wrap. I will leave this on because that's it's actually pretty neat. The headlight one is gone. I will do this one. This will be taken off. It's all crumbling and it's crap. And yeah, give you a little bit of time lapse action. Almost there, guys. You've seen me get this off. The best way, if you got a Supra and you're going to do this, it might be a bit different for you, but the way I did it, oops, just bring it over to the bench. To get these off, I had great luck with going up under, over the top lip, and then pull back. Don't worry about pushing it from the front. Mine were actually nice enough. Sorry about the shaking. Nice enough. I went up, under, like that. Perfect. Yours might be a little bit more brittle than what mine is, but I was in luck. That worked out well. Anyway, I'll get back to you once I finish stripping the rest of this wiring, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I've already started rewrapping. Now this is a fleece sort of fabric wrap. It's really good stuff, and it looks a lot cleaner. I didn't worry about wrapping this. This goes inside the drip tray anyway. But I got this. Normally most people use tester tape. This is actually I think it's Car Builders down south there in Australia. I ordered this stuff probably, let's see, on the 11th of November, and they got it to me, what's today? Oh, like a couple days. It wasn't too bad at all. It's actually quite fast. So we'll just see what the date is today, 17th, so 6 days, no worries. Righto. It looks a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner. I just had to run up down, grab some 6mm BNS for my alternated charge wire. That's the original charge wire. It's got the two, but I'm not going to replace it. I'm just going to add to it. So more the merrier, I guess. That'll work. And geez, this stuff really is good. This is what is it? Car Builders. Normal. Most of the time you'd use what do you call it? Tester tape. But this is if you can see in there, Car Builders. They had it to me within 6 days. I've got a lot of tester tape coming, but just couldn't get here in time, and I'm so impatient. I wanted to get this done, get the wiring, get the body loom back in the car, so at least then I can roll the windows down with the battery, because it sucks pushing it in and out with the windows up, because I am in a tight sort of space. But as you can see, you don't need all that crap. This is going to be a lot cleaner. And for my what would you call it, the relay box for your traction control and ABS and all that sort of stuff, I'm not using ABS anymore, it never worked since I've had the car. I'm not sure how to get it to work, because I'm all standalone and everything now. Traction control's never worked. Not that it would. So I'm thinking, instead of de-pinning all that, I really couldn't be bothered. I might just cut it around there and wrap all that up, and that can stick in behind the front guard. And if I ever want to put it on again, I can just simply put a plug it together. She's a go. I'll give that a go. It's coming along. This is taking hours. Most of it was pulling that off. That is just a pain in the butt. That's a lot of garbage. And just the tape is just so brittle. Like, it's terrible. And this probably used to be rubber ones. Like, some of it's like hard plastic. You don't need that. 26 something years old. Time for a refresh. Get to it. Check this out. This is my boy Drax. He's sitting there waiting for his lizard to show up. All he does is terrorize the lizards. He's looking. He's waiting for lizards. Alright guys, it's getting late, but as you can see I got it laid out as it would be in the car. But look how cleaner that looks. And look at all the junk that came off it. You don't need that crap. This is a much slimmer, cleaner, way better look. But since it is getting late, I'm going to pack all this up and we can put the harness back into the car tomorrow. Until then, well, it'll be like a split second for you guys, but I'm done for the day. Taking my boys to the toilet. What's going on, boys? What's going on? While they go, what are you excited for? Hey, what are you excited for? No, I got nothing. I think I got the laser. Most nights I come down here, just to just to look at it. Damn, that paint looks good. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait to get this back together. All the rest is dirty. But damn. Oh, I love this car way too much. And it hates me. Oh, I cannot wait for tomorrow. I get to put the body harness back in. Damn, it looks good. Just look at the shine. And I have just purchased some race chain strut tower, whatever you call them, covers. They are they're gonna look so good. Just like this. The race tune radiator mounts. They are awesome. I cannot wait to get the strut tower ones. And then I might even do, I'm thinking about it, the timing gears from race tune and the serpentine and the serpentine, what would you call it, serpentine pulleys, like your power steering, your serpentine tensioner, the alternator pulley. I'll have to do a underdrive one, considering that I will be revving to around about 9,000 RPM, and I don't think the MacMan alternator will actually like doing over, well, I think it's like 16,000 RPM is like the borderline for any alternator, really. Like this one here, I've got the Golby's parts, underdrive pulley, did well. Did actually really good. Did awesome. And well, it kept this alternator from killing itself, really. The last alternator, the original alternator, not so much. The windings flew apart. It didn't end well. But would you look at the shine? It's so good. Righto. Tomorrow morning, it won't be. Actually, I like to sleep in, so not tomorrow morning, probably like 11, 12. You know, it's summer here in Australia. It's going to be hot, but screw it. We're going to get this body harness put back in to the engine bay here. And I'm really thinking I'm going to keep, I'm not going to extend it, I'm going to keep the fuse box here. But instead of running the wires through here where the factory one does, and then up and under, I'm thinking run it to the outside here. Run it through the outside, run it under, tuck it, and then it'll have to come up through here and cross over. I wish I could put a hole in here, but the only thing is I wouldn't get all that harness through, so I'd have to go up and around, which there is, heaps of space, not a problem. I can do that. And the same goes for the other side. I no longer will have your traction or ABS fuse box. I've cut that off. Only halfway though. So it used to run up here and then, yeah, blah blah blah. I've cut that off because I no longer will be running the ABS module. That would sit over here. It never worked, and I've changed way too much on this car for it to work anyway. And traction, it never worked either, so oh well, goodbye. But I've cut it at a point where I can put the plug back on. I will keep the ABS module, but I've only cut it in half and I've run the rest through here, so it'll go with the rest of the wheel arch harness and just tucked up in behind. If I ever need to put it back on, I can. I'll just pin it into a plug and it'll be right. But oh god damn, she's so pretty. And if anyone's wondering why this looks like it's bent in, because I intentionally hit it in with a hammer, because my my turbo charge pipe used to knock on it, so I give her a nice little tap and it turned out pretty good once the paint was on it. It's nice and smooth. Other than that, ooh, so happy. This is the best. This is the best rendition it's ever gonna be for now. The first one wasn't too bad. The 3 years of driving. Oh wait, I haven't even told you a backstory on this car really. This is a 1993 RZ Auto. When I first got it, it was an RZ Auto. Ran it for about a year, picked up some parts, was going to build it straight away. The owner before me was a mate from work. He picked it up and had it for about a week, drove it to work, and as soon as I seen it, as soon as he parked it, and then he took me for driving it, fell in love with it. So I told him straight away, how much? And yeah, within that month I owned it. Yeah, straight away. It took me, I drove it for a year, stock, no worries. Ended up blowing, oh jeez, I blew the turbos up on it. Someone already over boosted it with a manual boost controller and a bit of they upped the fuel pressure in it really dodgily with another manual boost controller. But it is what it is now. I ended up building it. I took it off the road and got JHH Performance, old William Chang in Brisbane to build the motor for me. And then and GT Auto Garage did all the let's say piping, all the hard lines and wiring, whatnot. But I drove it for 3 years. It had some issues, some cooling issues, which only really happened when I put the AC on. That was another story anyway. But it made 1100 and change horsepower. It was awesome. And then a couple months ago I drove it to work. You know, I've changed timing belts and water pumps and etc. So the one thing I didn't change after 3 years of daily driving this thing, I parked up my daily cars to drive this because I bloody love this thing. Only time you can wake up late for work but end up there early. It well, it made a funny noise after I overtook a car. A real rattly noise. Turns out that well, it blew the oil pump. It split it into 6 pieces. But the weird thing is that it didn't just lose all oil pressure. It kept 20 psi of pressure all the way to work. I kept driving it, kept going all the way to work, and that was probably another 8 k's to go till I got to work. I got to work, and the noise just sounded terrible. Got to work, parked it straight away, turned it off, and I thought, oh, straight away, something's like rod bearing or maybe a main bearing had spun or something like that. I turned it off, straight away I went to hit it to start up again, and locked, just locked. Thought, oh god, yep, definitely a main bearing spun and she's locked up, done. And then I think it was like, because I was night shift. It was 3 in the morning. I came out on my lunch break, gave it a hit. She started. I'm like, oh, she's not locked. Hell yeah! But then I saw the oil light did not come on. Like, straight off. Thought, right. Probably spun a bearing, so she's not holding oil pressure or anything. And then I went and checked the logs. Yep. She lost oil pressure, big time. I overtook that car and she went from 190 or 100 psi down to 20. It's a new day, new day. We're putting in the body harness. Yeah, boy. Alright, I've got the harness laid out as it's going to go, and as I was saying from last night, I'd like the fuse box to stay where it is, but the main power to go out of this hole right here, I want it to wrap around, come under this tray, around the side, and it'll have to go up and around and back under this what do you call it, sill, not so much. It'll have to do that, and it'll run through the top here, come back out this side, wrap back under, and continue its way up and over the guard. So let's see if we can get it to do that. trouble. It does look a little bit better, but seeing as, yeah, it's gonna pull further this side, which will pull everything further over, which, whether I like it or not, it's gonna pull everything over. So I might just have to run it the original way, and don't worry about tucking it under the headlights. That's a bugger. That does look cleaner though. Oh well. Let me have a think of this. If I can do it, I can do it. If not, we'll just have to run it the original way. 'Cause that is fairly... that would be nice. But right here, that would just... that'd just suck. Okay, let me have a think about it. I'll throw you back into time lapse. I might just run it the original factory way. We'll see. Unfortunately, the GoPro went flat. How rude. But anyway, I got most things done. Harness in, condensers in, windscreen washer bottle. It's a little bit overboard for a washer bottle. Oil coolers in, as you can see. Radiator fans, all that sort of stuff. I don't know if I'll do anything tomorrow. It's my last day off, so don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's coming together. Still plenty more to do. Anyway, that'll do it for this one, and see you next time.